So we say it, it's very isolating, right? We feel very lonely being the CEO. And we have success and we have achievements and we're even starting to build amazing teams most days. And yet we just feel so alone sometimes. And that loneliness really does feel like a burden, right? But if you can imagine that it's a wall and this wall goes all the way around you, we need to understand that we built this wall when we stopped developing our friendships outside of our company. So every time we said no to having dinner with the family, I'm going to work late, I've got a project I'm going to get done. And every time we said, no, it's not a good time for a vacation, I'm not really sure my team can handle it if I'm gone for 2 weeks. I honestly, I don't even think I could do a week right now. Can we schedule it some other time? Your best friend just wants to go on a cruise and sit around and sip cocktails and lay in the sun, and you can't do it. And you just say no, believing that you will have time. You say no to fun. You say no to self-care. And every one of those no's is a big, fat, heavy brick. And you were just building this wall all the way around yourself. So here we are today. The business is growing. We still have big goals. We spend so much of our time and energy and effort. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this company because we know where it can go. We know what it can do. And yet we feel so lonely. We built it ourselves. We built our own wall of isolation. And I understand that it's easy to say, but my business needed this and my business needed that. And your business does. It needs all the things. And there are, growing a team is stages. We're not going to be able to grow it all on one day. I understand that I'm asking a lot when I tell you to continue to invest in team, to create space for yourself so you can really enjoy this part. But I need you to be aware that you're the mason here. You built that wall around you because you stopped prioritizing those relationships. I know, I've got to tell you the truth, and I know that's not exactly fun, but I see you. You're shaking your head. You're like, yeah, you're right, Talmar. I am right, but I'm also right that we can change it today. We can put effort back into it, right? We can stop saying no to everything because it doesn't matter that it takes us an extra 6 hours to finish a project because we actually left at the end of the day to go to a very relaxing dinner, sitting outside at some wonderful restaurant, laughing our butt off, and we will feel better for it. And we will be a better leader and a better CEO. But we can stop the loneliness now. And it's simple. There's a real easy thing to do. We just have to put intention back into our scheduling. And the intention can't be build the business at all costs, grow the business, do anything possible. And I do believe that. I think if you know me at all, I might be what they call a driven individual. I believe in Boss HQ and what we're doing to help businesses all over the world, right? We're helping you build those teams. And yet I still have to make the time. I have to make myself call my best friend and just be chatty. I have to make sure that I leave the office early enough to go spend time and make dinner with my family. And I have to plan those vacations with my business friends, with my best friends. Doesn't matter how they come into my life. But the main thing I want you to stop doing is looking for friendship in your business. That actually is not giving you that friendship and that connection bump that you quite think it is. You need the release to be outside of your business. It could be a business person. Maybe you connect with them because you both love small business or you're both small business owners, right? That's why masterminds and peer groups are so successful because it starts to break down that wall of isolation. Now I don't feel so alone on the journey. And I highly encourage, if you're not part of some group like that, you need to find one. And you need to take the time when you connect with someone to build that relationship. Try to have lunch with them once a week. It's okay, once a month. If you can't do once a week, do once a month. But make sure you're making those pickleball dates with friends or neighbors. Make sure that you're going out and golfing, if that's your thing, at least once a month. And then I want you to start getting it to where you do it every 2 weeks. And then I want you to get it to where you're doing it every week. You need this connection. You're human. As much as we hate to admit it, you're human. You're lonely because we did this to ourselves. But that also means we can fix it so easily. Okay, here's your homework assignment should you choose to accept it, boss. I want you today to call your best friend and make a plan to see each other. Now, my best friend lives somewhere else, so we're trying to figure out how to get together around Thanksgiving. There's all kinds of chaos, but we're going to make it happen because we have to see each other, be near each other, laugh with each other until we fall over or pee our pants, maybe both. That's what makes me sane, being with the people that I love. And yes, we'll talk about business, my frustrations, my excitement, but it's the connection. You need this in your life. So call your best friend, whoever that is. And if you're sitting there going, I think I've alienated that person. I think they're not going to even remember my number when I ring them. Then start with business friends, right? Maybe you're in some networking group and there's someone that you connect with a little more personally than the others. Ask them if they can get together for a lunch and just talk, just be. Don't try to sell. Don't try to educate. Don't try to just improve. Just be with them. And this is how friendships develop. And this is how we melt that beautiful wall down, down, down. So we can be both successful and happy and centered. It's something you can do just as easily as we did this isolation. But I do need you to be the person that creates the action. And I need you to understand that loneliness will only change through new actions. Just like every change, we can't do the same thing. It is time to make a date with your best friend. And if not your best friend, then your best partner, meaning your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, right? Have time with them. Go do this. Your business will be better for it. I promise. Push a deadline. Let the client know you can't meet with them that day. Keep that promise to these individuals so you can develop those relationships. And what you will get from them in return will be exponential. Prioritize them just a little bit, and both you, them, and your business will be better off. We can tear down this wall of isolation. If you need help, let me know. I'm around, but I believe in you. I believe in your business, and I believe you deserve better, my friend. Be nicer to yourself. Boss on.